Good day, everyone. Let us discuss a topic from Math 10. It is all about the concept of polynomial. For our learning objectives, recognize characteristics of graphs of polynomial functions, use factoring to find series of polynomial functions, identify zeros and their multiplicities, determine end behavior, understand the relationship between degree and turning points, and the last one, graph polynomial functions. For our activating prior knowledge, recall the Cartesian coordinate plane. The coordinate system is used to locate the position of a point in a plane using two perpendicular lines. Points are represented in the form of coordinates, which is x-axis and y-axis. In two dimensions with respect to x and y-axis, in this article, we will learn about the Cartesian coordinate system. For two-axis vertical axis and perpendicular axis are reference lines of a rectangular system from which distances are measured. They are obtained as follows. In the first quadrant, the x and y axes are both positives. In our second quadrant, we have negative x-axis and positive y-axis. In our third quadrant, both x and y axes are negative, while the fourth quadrant, we have positive x-axis and negative y-axis. For example number 1, locate below points on the Cartesian coordinate system. Also mention the quadrant points belong to. In number 1, we have positive 2 and positive 3. Our x-axis, is positive 2 and our y-axis is positive 3. So there are points located at the first quadrant. While number 2, our x-axis is negative 3 and our y-axis is positive 1. Our point location is located at second quadrant. While number 3 is negative 1.5 and negative 2.5 as x and y axis. And these ordered these ordered pairs are located at third quadrant. While number 4 is 0, 0, it is at the center of our Cartesian coordinate system. And let us try this in our graphing paper or graph notebook. Plot the set of points. We have positive 5 and positive 3, negative 3 and positive 2, negative 2 and negative 4, positive 4 and negative 3, and indicate in which quadrant they lie. Second, plot this set of ordered pairs. We have positive 4, 0, negative 6, 0, 0 and positive 3, negative 2 and positive 6, and negative 4 and negative 6. For our lesson proper, we have polynomial function. A polynomial function is a function that can be written in the form of a sub n at x raised to the n power plus a sub n minus 1 of x raised to the n minus 1 plus so on and so forth plus a sub 1 of x plus a sub 0. A sub n is not equal to 0, where a sub n minus 1, so on and so forth, a sub 0 are real numbers. And n is a non-negative integer. So, dapat positive yung ating n. Hindi siya non-negative. Should be non-negative integer. A relation is a set of ordered pairs where the first components of the ordered pairs are the input values and the second components are the output values. A function is a relation that assigns to each input number exactly one output number. Be careful. Not every relation is a function. A function has to fit the above definition to attain. The domain or the x-axis is the set of all input values to which the rule applies. These are called your independent variables. These are the values that correspond to the first components of the ordered pairs it is associated with, and the range is y-axis. It is the set of all output values. These are called your dependent variables. These are the values that correspond to the second components of the ordered pairs it is associated with. So yung x-axis natin or the domain is the input values, and also we call this as independent variables. Y-axis is our range. It is our output values, and it is called as dependent variables. Example, determine if the given relation is function or not. Give its domain and range. Our domain is positive 1, 2, and 3. Our range is 2, -2, 3, and 4. Later, we will discuss if the given relation is function or not. So you may try this. Give its domain and range. We have 5 and 10, 10 and 10, 15 and 10. You may write your answer in your scratch paper. And next, a term is a number, variable, or the product of a number and variables. Example of terms, we have 3x, 5y cubed, 2ab, and z. The coefficient is the numeric factor of your term. For example, 3x, our coefficient is 3. 5y raised to the third power, our coefficient is 5. 2ab, our coefficient is 2. And z, our coefficient is 1. Always remember, if the given is letter only, the coefficient is always 1. A constant term is a term that contains only a number. In other words, there is no variable in a constant term. Samples of constant terms are 4, 100, and -5. For the standard form of polynomial, we have c sub n of x raised to the n plus c sub n minus 1 of x raised to the n minus 1 plus so on and so forth plus c sub 1 of x plus c sub 0, where n is a non-negative integer. Okay? So, a while ago, we discussed the standard of a polynomial, where c sub n is called the leading coefficient and c sub 0 is a constant. So, na-discuss na natin yan kanina. So, always remember the standard form of a polynomial function. And a polynomial is a finite sum of terms where the exponents on the variables are non-negative figures. Kung babalikan natin yung meaning ng finite or finite, may katapusan siya. Okay, kaya makikita nyo doon sa standard of a polynomial, meron tayong constant and last term. Note that the terms are separated by positives and negatives. The degree of a term is the sum of the exponents on the variables contained in the term. The degree of the polynomial is the largest degree of all its terms. Mapapansin nyo kahit hindi naka-arrange siya, nakita nyo kung ano yung pinakamalaking degree ng polynomial, siya yung degree ng polynomial. Some types of polynomials. We have first type, monomial, second monomial, and the third is trinomial. When we say monomial, it has one term. When we say binomial, a polynomial with two terms. When we say trinomial, a polynomial with three terms. So we have the example for monomial, 5x. Binomial, we have 5x minus 10, and our trinomial, 7x to the fourth power minus 6x squared plus 5. Our degree of polynomial, a polynomial is a monomial or a sum of monomials. Some polynomials have a special name. So we touch it in the types of polynomials. It is binomial, sum of two monomials, and trinomial is the sum of three monomials. Polynomials with more than three terms have no special names. So again, we have the following examples of monomial, binomial, and trinomial. State whether its expression is polynomial. If it is a polynomial, identify it as a monomial, binomial, or trinomial. We have the following expression. Is it a polynomial, monomial, binomial, or trinomial? Example number 1, we have 2x minus 3yz. Yes, it is a polynomial because the expression is the sum of two monomials and it is categorized as binomial. 8n cubed plus 5n raised to the negative 2, it is not a polynomial. Why? Because we have negative exponent. And it is a fractional part of 5 over n squared, which is not a monomial. That's why none of these. We have negative 8, yes, it is a real number. That's why it is a monomial. In fourth example, 4a squared plus 5a plus a plus 9. Yes, the expression simplifies to 4a squared plus 6a plus 9. So it is the sum of three monomials. That's why it is categorized as trinomial. The degree of a monomial is the sum of the exponents of all its variables. The degree of a polynomial is the greatest degree of any term in the polynomial. To find the degree of a polynomial, you must find the degree of each term. Example, we have the following monomial. Our highest degree of 8y to the fourth power is 4, while 3a and a is raised to the first power, so the degree is 1. While negative 2x y squared z cubed, we are going to add their exponents or degree. So x to the first power, y squared, and z cubed. So 1 plus 2 plus 3. So our degree is 6. While 7 is 0 because it is constant in the degree of polynomial. Find the degree of each polynomial. Example, we have 5n squared. The terms is 5n squared. Degree of each term is 3. Why 3? Because m raised to the first power and n squared. So 1 plus 2, we have 3. That's why the degree of polynomial is also 3. In our second example, we have negative 4x squared y squared plus 3x squared plus 5. Our terms are negative 4x squared y squared, 3x squared, and 5. So degree of each term is 2 plus 2, it is 4. In 3x squared, we have 2. And we have 5, or constant term, which is 0. When to identify the highest degree of polynomial, it is 4, because 4 is the highest degree in the given polynomial expression. While in letter C, example, you have 3a plus 7ab plus minus 2a squared b plus 16. So as you can see, we have the terms such as 3a, 7ab, 2a squared b, and 16 is the constant. So 3a is only 1 degree, 7ab because 1 plus 1, it is 2. While 2a squared b, we have 2 plus 1, so we have 3. While 16, it is a constant. That's why the degree of the given term is 0. And the highest degree of the given polynomial is 3. Write polynomials in order. The terms of polynomial are usually arranged so that the power of one variable are in ascending, increasing order, or descending or decreasing order. So always we do a descending order in the given polynomial function. Mauna yung highest degree pababa hanggang sa constant term. So example, we have 6x squared plus 5 negative 8x negative 2x cubed. As you can see, ang pinakamataas na highest degree ay negative 2x cubed. So yun yung maunang term. Followed by 6x squared, which is positive. Followed by negative 8x. And the constant is plus 5. So our polynomial expression is negative 2x cubed plus 6x squared minus 8x plus 5. While the example, letter B, we have 3a cubed x squared minus a to the fourth power plus 4ax the fifth power plus 9a squared x. As you can see, our highest exponent or highest degree is the 4ax to the fifth power, because when you add the exponent of a to the first power and x to the fifth power, it is 6 degree. So the first term is 4ax to the fifth power, followed by 3a cubed x to the fifth power, and positive 9a squared x, and minus a to the fourth power. Okay, so that's why we have 5 is greater than 2, greater than 1, and greater than 0. Next, let us try this. Polynomial identification. The first one is state whether each expression is monomial, binomial, trinomial, or not. 1 to 8. For the degree of polynomials and monomials, you are going to add the exponent of all variables and pick the largest individual degree of all terms from numbers 1 to 8. And 1 to 3, arrange a polynomial into a powers of x descending order. So you are going to arrange the given polynomial expression in descending order. You may do this in your research paper or notebook. Thank you for listening. The Essence of Mathematics is It's Freedom by George Spackler. Good night.